very important member of this Blue Jays organization, publicity and media director. He's been here since the beginning. Prior to that, worked for the Maple Leafs. There's Cito, and to his right, your left, is his wife, Denise.
Really good. Harley will come with me. You guys both on the podium.
Now Tom Cheek
1992
and Jerry Howard will handle the festivities.
Gentlemen, please welcome from Telemedia, the radio voices of the Blue Jays, Tom Cheek and Jerry Howard.
Thank you, Murray, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, if we would ask, and I know that this is tough for you at this precise moment, but maybe just stand in place, relax, sit down, whatever. We've got a few people up here with a few speaking parts today, and then we're going to get the ball players to come up and say a few words to you. And as you do that, as you look at the champions up here, applaud yourselves. You are the champions of baseball on this day, too.
We'll have more from today's World Series celebrations in just a few minutes, but first, let's check today's sports scoreboard.
In the background, Candy, your home run in that Game 6 helped to put the tomahawk chop to an end.
Well, I just thank the Lord that I was able to contribute. I'm more glad that I was part of the sweet team. I thank the organization for having me here. I had a wonderful year with the boys, with the city, with the fans. All I want to say, thank you all. You all deserve it. God bless you. And like they're talking now, gotta do it again. See you then.
All right.
We're gonna have to wait a few months before we see this guy pitch again. We were hoping, and we thank the good Lord that we didn't have to see him pitch on Sunday night. But he helped get us here. Juan Guzman.
First, I want to thank God to give me this opportunity to be here, and I want to thank the trainer too, because they helped me to come back from my injuries that I was, and helped the team to come back to make the World Series. And I want to thank the organization, to give me a chance to be here too, and all the fans too. I love you all. So I want to thank you all. Thanks.
Thank you, Juan. I, for one, in years to come, when I look at the center field wall and I see 400 on it, I will always remember a fella pinned up against that wall with a ball in his glove who made the catch in the World Series, Devon White.
I just want to thank mainly the support of my family, my wife, the fans, and my teammate, and that's why we're here today. Hey, this is the greatest fans, I think, right now in the world. Thank you very much.
Back there in Atlanta, they're not chopping too much right now because Roberto Alomar brought home the tomahawk. Robbie. Robbie brought home the tomahawk.
First of all, I want to say thank you to the fans for supporting us all year round. And thank you to my teammates. Thank you to all the coaches. And special, I want to thank to a man that deserved this more than us, Mr. Cito Gaston. I think so he deserved this. I just want to say I love you all, and I'll be here next year.
Roberto Alomar.
Thank you, Roberto. This next gentleman's bat is going to the Hall of Fame, and for good reason. This gentleman hit a home run in Game 6 to help beat Oakland. He hit the first World Series home run as a Blue Jay. And he hit the first home run ever on Canadian soil in the World Series, Joe Carter.
You all deserve it. You deserve it. I tell you what, first giving honor to God, I mean, you cannot, this is tremendous. You know, you people follow instructions well, because halfway through the season, Mr. Winfield said he wants noise, and I tell you what, you've been giving him noise ever since then. You got this town pumped up, and more than not, you got this team pumped up, because I tell you what, these guys came ready to play every single day. We had a goal right from spring training, and everyone saw the t-shirts that said 3 for 3 in 92. And by George, we came out 3 for 3 in 92. And you all were a big part of that. This is a great feeling. I'm happy for the fans here in Toronto, for the city of Toronto, Canada, for my teammates here because it was a total team effort. For Cito, Paul Beeson, Pat Gillick, everybody. I mean, this was great. This is what baseball is all about, and you could not have asked for a better ending to a season than what transpired here in Toronto. We did it. We're world champions. We're all number one. Thank you.
It took 16 years for it to happen, and now looking back, it's like in the bat of an eye, 16 years, but we all know that there were a lot of players who came and went before the championship seasons came around, and it's so wonderful that this young man had the opportunity to come home to be a part of it all, if you will. Alfredo Griffin, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a really happy man today. I left here in the bad, from back in the good. Thank you, Lord. Oh, baby. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here. This is, for me, is my first World Series. I already won one, but I forgot about that already. This don't mean nothing for me right now. The one coming is the real World Series ring. I love you, Blue Jay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfredo. It takes 25 men and even a few more to help win a World Series. And my memories of this next gentleman go back to September, Arlington, Texas. 3 hits for this gentleman, including a big home run to help the Blue Jays get here today. Turner Ward, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, I want to thank my wife for having my little boy Tucker, who's sitting right there in the front row. And I just want to thank the Toronto organization because I still could be with Cleveland. So if it weren't for them, I'll still be with Cleveland, maybe watching this on television. So I want to thank the whole organization. I love you fans. You're the best in the world. Thank you.
They say in baseball, you got to be strong up the middle, and this young man showed just how strong he was. He beat off challenges for his job. He gave us a solid season and is as deserving of this World Series recognition as anybody in the Sky Dome today, Manuel Lee.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say a couple of things. Thank you for your people to support the whole year. And I'd like to say thank you to Cito Gaston. It's a guy, that helped me. They give me the opportunity to play every day in the shortstop. So I'd like to say thank you and God bless you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Manuel. Another September call-up, actually the day before, on August the 31st, is a young man who performed very well in Syracuse. He had 3 pinch hit home runs. He did have a tendency to bug his teammates on occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Maksudian.
Thank you. We're number one. You think this is all pleasure. You think we're all having a good time. But when we won the American League, I told him I was going to get a tattoo on my butt. I got it. I still got to get one more for the World Series.
Thank you, Mike.
Let's turn our attention to a fellow right here who had one of these kinds of seasons. I mean, let's tell it like it is here. Up and down, injury racked. But he was there when the chips were down and when it all counted. And he's been here for some great seasons and hopefully many more to come. Our third baseman, Kelly Gruber. Kelly.
You guys are awesome. You're unbelievable. I want to thank in this order. I want to thank the God above. I want to thank my family, my wife, my boy, my daughter, Cassie. And I want to thank you fans. You're the best fans in the world. And I don't care about the one or two that boo me. You're the best. Thank you all.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. When I think of this next gentleman, I'll think of a home run in the 10th inning to win a game down the right field line. And I think I'll always remember Atlanta's Jeff Blauser coming up with 2 on late in the game. He hit a ground ball over first that looked like a 2-run double, but John Olerud took it away from him.
I'm speechless. This was outstanding. You guys were great. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
This must be a big deal. John's heartbeat got all the way up to 50 here when he was coming up to pick up the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's all said and done, injury sometimes will take its toll. From the day the season begins until the day it ends, as we said before, there are many, many ups and downs, but there are also players who are the signature of organizations. And this gentleman here has been the signature of this organization for a glorious decade plus. He pitched your first and your only no-hitter, and we're talking about right-hander Dave Steve.
Thank you. What a day for this organization. What a day for Canada. And to be here 2 years after this team came into existence and to have done all that I had done with the help of many, many teammates over the years, and to see this organization strive for this day from day one since I've been here. And if it were not for all these tremendous athletes on this stage right now, I might have never been able to be a part of this. I wish my family could be here right now to share this with me. And this organization has grown. I think we have, as players, have grown, and you as fans have grown. And it's just so much growth, and it's so tremendous a day right now to experience this, to ride in that car, to see these people out on the streets. The support is tremendous, and I thank each and every one of you for the support you've given me over the last couple of years when I've been down and out. And it's just been a great experience to see this kind of baseball the last 2 weeks. I couldn't be happier for everybody here. It's just been a great day, and I thank you all.
Thank you, Dave. Before I introduce this next ball player, I do want to highlight a ball player who's not here, because one of the reasons why this next man's base hit home run was so pivotal is because Derek Bell drew such an important walk just before him. I wish Derek were here to experience this, but he had a key walk in the playoffs against Oakland, and Roberto Alomar homered to help win that game. And then he drew a walk with 1 out in Game 2 of the World Series. And this next gentleman really had the pivotal at-bat to turn the entire World Series around. I thought Kirk Gibson had a big home run in the World Series in 1988, but I saw it topped by this young man who hit a 2-run home run off Jeff Reardon to beat Atlanta, Ed Sprague.
This is what it's all about right here. Take all the money away, take all the fame, fortune. We play for that thing right over there. Everybody in here will tell you that. Throw all the numbers out the window. Winning's everything. And we did it. Number one right here.
Tell you a little story about the aftermath of the ball game the other night. This guy told me that, he says, when I was a kid, I used to fantasize and dream that it would be the last game of the World Series. I would be on the hill and the ball would be hit to me, and I would be responsible for the final out and winning a World Series. And I'll be darned if it didn't come true for Mike Timlin. Right here, Mike.
My heart's beating just as fast as it was when I was standing on the hill. First of all, I'd like to thank God just to let me be associated with all these guys out here and bringing my beautiful fiance to me. Another good part, we're all celebrating up here, but it's her birthday today, so I'm proud of her about that. I'm just happy that all you guys supported us through the whole year. You guys are the best. And I'm glad Otis Nixon bunted and it came to me and I got to throw it to that man right over there smiling real big. Thanks for all the support, and we're number one this year right there.
Thank you, Mike. I think the concentration has rightfully been on the months of September and October. But this next young pitcher who had some arm problems this year, I remember in April and May, started out 4-0, and those were 4 wins that helped the Blue Jays win a World Series. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice hand for young pitcher Pat Henkin.
This has just been a great moment for me. It's just an honor to be up here and to play with these guys like Dave Winfield. I mean, just Hall of Famer. I'd like to thank the organization, all the fans, my fiancée Darlene, and it's just such an honor for me to be up here. I met some really nice guys and got some real good friends. Thank you.
Jerry was mentioning earlier about Derek Bell not being here today, and also probably conspicuous by their, easy for you to say, Tom, their absence are Rance Mullenix, who had to get back to Texas because of very serious illness in the family, and Dwayne Ward, who is winging toward Tokyo at this hour to go over on a tour with some major league players over there. We know that you would like to have seen them up here, and know that as things have evolved, they would love to have been here. This young man is here, and he probably represents future championships for this organization. Third baseman Tom Quinlan. Tommy, come on up.
I'd just like to thank the organization for calling me up in late August and have the great opportunity to play with these guys. And when I did get called up, though, all I heard about was how the fans in Toronto were very quiet, didn't cheer very loud. But you've proved everybody wrong. You're the greatest fans in the world.
And we'll be right back with more of this afternoon's World Series celebrations after these messages.
Biggest way, and for me, I apologize in a big way because you guys are the greatest in the world. I also like to thank the organization, Cito, and the rest of the guys for giving me an opportunity to pitch in a World Series, and most of all, my wife, who gave birth to my 8-month-old son earlier than the year.
And he's up there somewhere waving at you guys. So thank you very much, and hope we can bring one back next year. Thank you.
When we talk about this next pitcher, what comes to mind is like father, like son. This gentleman had a great season, but I know he would be the first to tell you with his 3 2/3 innings of scoreless relief in the World Series, he had a greater postseason. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for Todd Stottlemyre?
First of all, I wouldn't leave her out, but I'm going to wait to thank my wife when I get home tonight. Canada not only has the best team in the world, but we got the best damn fans in the world. Thank you.
And now, after what you've seen in the postseason, you can say MVP, MVP. Pat Borders, ladies and gentlemen.
We came up a little bit short in 1991. And I think it's because of two players we attained over the winter. And you say MVP, you say most valuable player. These two guys helped us more on the bench and in the locker room before and after the games than anyone could help us on the field. I'm talking about Jack Morris and Dave Winfield. Those two right there should be the MVP of the World Series, not me. Thank you, fans, for cheering. We'll see you next year. We'll repeat it again.
Sully.
A lot of you will forever remember wearing cone heads here at the Sky Dome for David Cone.
First thing I should say is thank you to Mr. Gillick for getting me over here. It was like I was hitchhiking on the side of the road and got a ride to the World Series. Unbelievable. Secondly, although it may be true that people on this stage are either American or Latin American, we still feel the pride of Canada. We see the flags. You don't have to be Canadian to feel that pride. Don't ever change. Thank you very much.
I'll make this short and sweet. In 1985, he came up in July and he helped the Blue Jays to their first division title. And in 1992, he helped close down a World Series championship. Number 50, Tom Henke.
Thank you. I just have to thank God for giving me the ability to participate on this great team. I want to thank my family, my beautiful wife, Kathy, my kids who are sitting at home probably watching this on TV, all my friends here in Canada and in the States, I got to thank the organization for getting me over here from Texas. I also got to thank all the great players that are here. This is the greatest team I've ever played on in my life. And I want to thank the fans especially, because without the fans, I don't think we'd have been able to do it. It was your support that carried us through, and I want to thank you all very much. Thank you.
This next pitcher was originally in the Blue Jays organization, had some arm problems, and was probably this close to being out of baseball. But he fought back. He was a rookie pitcher of the year here in Toronto in 1986. And now he's part of the world champion Toronto Blue Jays. And that great bullpen, I introduce to you Mark Eichhorn.
I'd like to thank God for this opportunity. I'd like to thank my wife and the family for all the support. This is a very special moment for me. I was with the organization for 10 years, then I went away for a few years, and I probably won't see a lot of these guys. We won't see a lot of each other, and this is, without a doubt, the most exciting moment in my life in baseball. And this year, something happened when I was with the California Angels, really put life in perspective. Was a bus crash where a lot of my friends could have died. And Sully, I'm taking after Sully here, but really put life into perspective. And just to be here in the World Series, it just is something that I'll cherish forever. Thanks, guys. Thanks to the Toronto Blue Jay organization.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had another first here in 1992. The Blue Jays had their first ever 20-game winner. And down in Atlanta for yet another World Series, I'm sure the Braves organization and their fans were not happy to see a young man's sign that said, "Jack is back." Ladies and gentlemen, 21-game winner and a real pivotal reason why the Blue Jays are celebrating this today, I give you Jack Morris.
Somehow I feel like I'm the luckiest guy here because this isn't my first time doing this thing. But the older you get, the harder it is to continually work, and you appreciate more and more what's come your way in this game. I think my teammates will agree when they say I think Jack Morris is a bottom line kind of guy. And what I'd like to do is thank the fans. There's been a lot of controversy about the amount of noise you make, but there's one thing that's very clear. You supported this organization 2 years in a row with the best attendance in the game, and that attendance has been able to purchase and assemble a team that is worthy of world championships. I thank you for that. Again, for my teammates, I just want to let them know that how hard a work a moment like this will always be remembered. I've been here before, and it seems like no matter how many I've been through, and I've only been through 3, and I'd like to be through a couple more, but you always remember these moments. I quoted a little poem for them in spring training, and I've changed it a little bit so all of you can hear it. The poem goes like this. Roses are red, violets are blue. The Twins were champs in 91, and the Jays are champs in 92.
The multi-dimensional Jack Morris. Left-hander Jimmy Key.
We finally did it, and sorry it took so long, but here it is. Right here. This is what we worked on. Everybody said everything already, how great you guys are. I think the fans have been here since I've been here in '84. You know, you've gotten better, like Steve said, and you're great. One thing I would like to do is everybody has said thank you to their wives. I would like the wives to stand up and have you cheer our wives. Stand up, please.
I've been told we're not going to do Winfield right now. We're going to do Jordash who's sitting behind him at the White House.
We're fortunate because we get to come out to the ballpark every day and play in front of you people, and you're cheering us all the time. But these are the women behind the scenes that do the dirty work. They do all the hard stuff. We get to have all the fun. So thank all of you. I'd just like to say one last thing. I don't know what's going to happen this winter. My ears are open, like I've said in the past. Whatever happens, happens, but I want you to know that I've enjoyed every day that I've been here. Thank you very much.
Jimmy Key. The great thing about the great game of baseball is that it is day to day. It is an armchair manager's paradise. It is a second guesser's paradise. But if you're sitting in the dugout and you've got the big bag of managerial rocks on your shoulders, it might be the loneliest job in the world as well. This guy took this team over a few years ago and does not have to take a back seat to anybody in the game anywhere. He is the manager of the world champs, Cito Gaston. Cito.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank God, my family, and especially these guys right here. They did it. From day one in Detroit, if you could have seen their faces and how determined they were to be sitting on this stage today, you would know what I'm talking about. And they never quit. They did it all year. And I'm so proud of you guys. I swear, be proud of yourself because you're great. And thanks for everything. I really mean that. I really do. And I guess I get a little emotional sometimes, but I've had some great players here. I've had some great people here to play this game, and there's a lot of them still here. But this is probably the most determined team I've ever had here to be sitting on this stage, and they did it all. These guys. I think there's a lot of people you'd like to think. I think they know who they are. But most of all, we'd like to thank you fans, because without your support, we could not have put this type of team on the field. And Jimmy Key said it best. Thank all you wife. Let's do it again. Thanks.
I think it is only fitting that we save the best for last, and if you're 40 or over, you're going to love this guy. Sky Dome is his Winfield of dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Winfield.
Let's hear noise! Winfield wants noise! All right. All right. All right. Let me just take one moment to try to summarize everything that these guys feel today. It's really very hard to put into words. The best thing I can say, it's incredible. They asked me to come up last because, of course, I'm the oldest guy on the team, but as you can see, age doesn't mean a damn thing. If you can do it. All right. Let me say, it seems to me that today is about two things. It's about celebration and it's about giving thanks. We're all going to celebrate. We've had a fantastic celebration from when we won this thing in Atlanta to the streets of Toronto to this parade and to this fantastic reception here. I have to thank God for giving me the ability that I have and steering me in the direction of playing baseball, professional baseball. I've done it for 20 years. Every year hasn't been good. I've probably gone through some of the worst years that anybody could endure in this sport, and I've now witnessed and been through one of the best, and that's 1992. Next, let me thank once again each and every one of our wives or girlfriends down in the front row. First of all, we get the excitement of you guys at the night, at the game, and then later at night we get the excitement of going back with them. Now, also, the Blue Jay organization, you've been great. You really have. The front office staff and the people behind the scenes, you have made this an enjoyable year. Thank you very much. To each and every one of these players, you guys have made this a special year for me. This has been the greatest year of my baseball career. I've never won a championship at this level. You helped bring that about. You guys have been fun in the locker room. After the games, you're the best bunch of guys I could ever ask to play with. I want to thank everybody. This has been beautiful. We hope to do it again. But I'll leave you with one last thing. If you'll all turn around, right above the Jumbotron, unveil